Today we are going to be working on our twists. Twists are great for the nervous system. They're very stimulating and very relaxing. Not to mention, it is super important to be able to have a nice twist in both directions and not just at your T12, which is, fun fact, the most twisty of the vertebrae in your back. It sits somewhere around your mid back here, and it's usually the place that we twist the most from, but we can twist from our whole spine, not just at one spot. So if you're ready to get going, I will see you all on the mat. To start, we are going to be laying down on our back, and we're going to be doing some knee sways. So my favorite way to do my knee sways is with my knees crossed. If you have things like hip replacements going on or any sort of hip surgery or any other hip injury, it may be better to have your knees hip distance apart. You can always put a pillow, a ball, something in between your knees to also keep them apart, which may feel more comfortable. This would also be the case if you're, say, pregnant. This may feel more comfortable that way. If not, you can always try with the knees crossed and then see how you feel from there. We can either bring hands out wide to the outside, or you can think, I always say cactus arms, some people say cowboy surrender. I like cactus. And then we're going to inhale over to one side. Ooh, lots of cracks in my back today. And then we're going to inhale over to the other side. As you're doing these, you can let the hip pick up and you can really twist through your spine. If you are keeping your knees hip distance apart, again, let the hip pick up. So you're twisting through your spine, not through your hips. So your knees should stay nice and parallel. They're not shifted like this. Sorry, and then the next time we come on up, you're gonna switch what legs crossed over. I just did that while I was demoing without saying anything. Sorry about that. Inhaling over, exhaling up. And inhaling over and exhaling up. We're going to do that one more on both sides. Fantastic. So when you do come back on up, we're going to keep one leg bent. The other leg is going to be lifted up towards the ceiling. Whether it's straight or softly bent is totally up to you. Again, if you're working with something where you don't want to cross mid-leg, make sure that your hips are picking up and staying square. Or you can always keep with the knee sways. And you can also do them both knees up, bent with something in between. So if that feels better for you, by all means do that. If not, we're going to keep with the one leg. We're going to twist it across our body, back on up, and then same thing to the outside. I got my wall here a little close. I won't go all the way down. Just gonna bend my leg. If you want more of a challenge, you can keep the bottom leg straight. But for now, I'm just gonna let ourselves kind of feel our spine. And then when you're ready, coming back on up, you're gonna bend that first leg in, feeling it kind of softly bent, not so that it's getting in the way. And then same thing on the other side, we're going to twist over. And then back on up. And then up to the outside. We always called these TikToks. And now I don't know if I should call them TikToks because TikTok is something totally different. And I feel like if I told a group of young people to do a TikTok, they'd all start like dancing or something. Not to age me, but I'm at that weird point where I'm not quite buying into the TikTok thing just yet. And then when we're ready, coming back down. So from here, we're going to do a single leg circle. So similar to what we were doing with our TikTok, except we're going to make it into a full circle. So again, you can either have a soft bend in that first leg, or You can leave it down nice and flat. We're gonna bring our arms now down by our sides, but if you want them a little wider, by all means have them a little wider. Top leg is gonna be up. You can have it straight, you can have it softly bent, whatever feels right for your leg and your hamstrings today. We're gonna twist through our spine, go all the way down and around, squeeze the glute, and lift with the core. So again, make sure that when you're twisting, you're not actually crossing midline, so I'm not crossing the inseam of my leggings here. What's happening is my spine's twisting, so my hips can get stacked one on top of the other. I'm not actually letting my leg collapse. I'm going to do this last one. When you come up to the top, you're going to pause and reverse your circle. Same thing goes when you cross the body. Don't let the leg collapse on top of the other one. I know sometimes it's tempting, especially for all of us A-type personalities, that, oh my gosh, we just want to have the biggest circle. It's not a competition. No matter how hard I try, I can't win Pilates. Trust me, you can't either. There's no point system. So when we come back on up, we're going to bend in, and then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So that first leg extends nice and long. Second leg is going to come on up. We twist through our spine, cross the body first, and then come all the way around and all the way up. Always like inhaling for that first half of the circle, and then exhaling for the second half. And again, making sure that you're not collapsing. If your leg's feeling a little heavy, you can always bend the knee, either one. We're going to do this last circle in this direction, and then when we come back on up, we're going to reverse our circle. Awesome. You can use those arms as much as you need. We're going to do one last circle. Fantastic. Coming all the way back on in. If you need to, give those legs a little bit of a hug in. I know sometimes it's a bit much for them. So then from here, what we're going to do, okay, so next up, we've got a single leg toe touch. So what that means is we're going to have one leg up towards the ceiling, the other leg should be nice and bent. Try not to press into that foot and lift the hips up. Leave the tailbone down. That leg's just there so that it's a little easier than holding it up with both legs straight. You're going to take the opposite hand up towards the ceiling, and then that same hand as the leg that's lifted is going to come underneath your head to support your head and neck. From here, we're going to do 10 each side. So we're going to inhale to prepare, exhale, twist, and lift. Try to touch your toe. Inhale back down. Warming up those obliques. Last one, 10. Good job. So the same thing other side. So switch what hand is underneath your head, switch what hand is lifted up towards the ceiling, and switch what leg is lifted. And then from here, we exhale. Again, going for 10, 4, 5, and then finishing up your 10, coming all the way back on in. So then we're going to do the same thing, but with our oblique twist. So we're going to have one leg up. We're going to do 10 to one side, and then 10 to the other side, and then 10 alternating. So when you're ready, inhale to lift. Both arms are behind your head. If you want more challenge, other legs extended. On 7. And then finishing 10. Good job. So, 10 the other side. Knee lifted. Inhaling to prepare, exhaling to twist. Again, if you want that extra challenge, extend the other leg long. And 1, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome. If you need to shake anything out, but we've got our 10 of our full oblique twist. So the legs are going to come up into a rounded tabletop. If you need to, something a little closer, something a little further away. If holding your legs up doesn't feel right, keep with the one leg lowered and then switch here. If not, twisting, and that's 1. We're halfway there. We got 2 more sets. Happy thoughts, guys, when those negative ones come in. And then finishing off that last set. Whew, coming all the way back on in. That's always nice and tough with the abdominals. So when we're ready, we're going to come all the way on up. We are going to sit ideally cross-legged. If that doesn't work for you, you can have legs out in front. If you need to, have a pillow underneath your hips. That'll help you sit a little more comfortably with the knees. So then we're going to extend our right hand out to the outside. Our left arm's going to come up and over. And to make this a twist, what we're going to do is we're going to press into that bottom hand for support. And we're going to lift up and look up, and then twist to look down. It's a small twist. Try to keep your left hip nice and grounded while you're doing these. If it doesn't feel right for your head or neck, don't look anywhere different. And just make it a small movement. If again, it's still not feeling right, enjoy the side bend and stay there. We're going to do 1 more lower, and then we're going to come all the way up, and then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So reaching through that top arm, pressing that right hip down, we're looking up towards the ceiling and looking down towards that hand. I always love these twists. Those small, fine movements, but whew, they not only burn, they stretch. We're going to do 2 more. Lift, lower, lift, lower, and all the way back on up. Awesome. So then we're going to extend our right leg out. Our left foot is going to come onto the outside of our right knee. If again, you're not crossing midline, keep that leg in front. If you're pregnant, legs a little further apart, and you twist to open, you don't twist across. Cool? So, if we're here for that full thing, we're going to send our left hand back, our right, I always like my right kind of upper arm, elbow towards my knee, and then we're going to press and twist. Inhaling to extend the lungs to feel tall, exhaling to make twist a little deeper. And notice how far you can twist on this side. Hopefully, we're matching it on the opposite side. If not, make sure to find that place where you can create some balance. So coming back to center, we're going to bring the right leg in, if you can, crossing over. If not, staying in front. If you're pregnant, you're going out, and then you're twisting to the left. So, when we're ready, right hand goes back, opening up in your chest. Inhaling to lift, exhaling to twist. Again, looking for balance. This side, I'm a little stiffer on. Everyone's got one side that feels a little clunkier, a little stickier. And that's okay. It's kind of one of those joyful things about being human, you know. We're all asymmetrical. We're going to have one last big breath back here. And then we're going to come all the way in. Awesome. So then we're going to extend our right leg out. We're going to bring our left foot to the inside of our right leg. We are going to revolve and twist. Do what feels right for you. If bringing the arm above your head doesn't feel good, you can always extend and reach this way. Sometimes that helps with rotator cuff injuries. So we're going to reach our right hand towards our right foot. We're going to think about getting our elbow down towards the inside of our leg. So if having your hand on the outside of your foot doesn't work, maybe trying on the inside or on the toe. And then we're going to think ear to knee. And then if you can with that left arm, reaching all the way up and over. And we're going to have 4 big breaths here. Again, trying to open up your chest towards the room in front of you. You're not closing it off towards the floor. And then when we're ready, we're going to carefully sit ourselves all the way back and up. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So left leg extended, right foot towards the left thigh. If you need to have it a little lower down, or the leg extended out, do what feels right for you. We're going to reach that left leg or left hand towards the left leg, reach the right arm up and over, or you can extend it straight. And then we're going to enjoy this big twist. Again, we're going to have another big breath here. And coming all the way back on up. Fantastic. So then we're going to extend both legs out. If this doesn't feel comfortable for you, you can always grab a pillow, a block, something to go underneath your hips, or roll your mat up so then you can lift your hips up. If you need to, soften in your knees, do what feels right for you again. Arms are going to extend out to the outside. We're going to twist towards the left side. Reach that right hand towards your left foot. Lift up through that left arm. Last big twist, we're going to do just 3 both sides. Lifting up. And twist the other way, exhale. Inhaling to lift and untwist. Last round here. And then all the way back to center. Fantastic job, guys. Just give those legs a little bit of a shake out. And then when you're ready, coming back onto center. And just notice how you feel. Do you feel more balanced? Do you feel more even? Do you feel nice and twisted? I always find the twists just really, really light up my nervous system and make me feel so good. Make my spine feel so free, and I can't help but love those obliques too. So I hope you all have an absolutely fantastic rest of your day, evening, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!